Hello, friends. Welcome to the Islam examination. And today we will see there are some reports that they say that Islam is a very higher thinking, higher logic, and people most often you come across Muslims, they will say something like it's a very profound book and they are actually knowing what they are talking about, and whereas in reality it is not the case. This is sunnah.com, Islamic website where you get all the hadiths. You can go back to the home page and you can see all the books, and all these books are treated to be of highest authority by the said religion. Then if we go into this, it's very easy to use this page really, and we can search anything, whatever we want. If I type in some keywords that I want, I will go into certain things that I want to convey, like this book. I'm talking about some things that I'm going to expose the level of logic that this religion actually has. You can see from this, from set go, I'm going to point out to certain beliefs, some certain things like the Prophet Muhammad was getting certain revelations, and those revelations are not up to the mark, and certain things are there that needs to be questioned. Now, why do anybody want to examine such a book is because there are certain misconceptions about what media is spreading nowadays. Is the religion is not terrorism and terrorism is not religion. So I started to think, and I decided to make a series of whether media is correct or those Islamic scholars who engage in terrorism, they misinterpreted the Quran, which is more likely. So this skepticism of mine led me to really examine this cult, and I came to a conclusion that the terrorists are not misunderstanding this book. This book exactly says what the terrorists are doing. So we will go expose this one by one, this religion, and we will see what the level of logic is. First thing that I want to attack over is this, that it is, Muslims say it is the most scientific, most logical, most brilliant, most smart book ever written, and the Prophet Muhammad was a smart guy, and he was inspired by God, and he was always saying wisdom. He was using wisdom in his language, in his logic, in his everything. So let's see some of his logic. Let's see whether he is actually telling you what it is. Let's get into it. We are talking about certain things. This hadith mentioned is about Prophet Muhammad and his followers asking certain questions, and he is answering those questions supposedly, and it has been recorded in all these books. So let's go and read certain things. Here, as you can see on the screen, it is I said. Now this hadith is Waqi bin Hindus narrated that his paternal uncle Abu Razin said. So his paternal uncle Abu Razin, he said, now I quote, I said, O Allah's Messenger, Where was the Lord before he created his creation? He said he was above the clouds, below which was air, and above which was air and water, and he created his throne above the water. Now look at the answer to the question. The question is, what was our Lord, where was our Lord before he created his creation? Now clearly he went off guard, and the level of logic here is tremendously stupid and idiotic. Here he's saying that before he created his creation, he was above the clouds, he was below the air, and he is talking about all the water and air, which is actually a creation. It existed before it was created. So it is very laughable to think all these things, because as you can see, this logic really doesn't hold any good. If any person would have said this in this modern era, wouldn't have believed it. Now, but because Muhammad was very aggressive person, and he was not tolerating anyone who disagreed with him, everyone who was a critical thinker was, forced to believe in what he was saying. And this is how Muhammad actually conquered. Future series, I will talk about many more such things. We are just getting started, warming up. Just enjoy and wait for other videos, so that you can learn a lot about this cult, and so that you can't fall victim to media reports as to how terrorism is not a part of Islam. I hope you understand and don't fall victim to media reports. Just think for yourself. I will come up with other things, and how I will prove that how Muhammad, with many examples, was a warmonger. Thank you very much.